Namaskaram. Today let me narrate you the story of Pandharpur. This is a story of a man named Pundalik, a local goon who went around harassing people. He mistreated and abused his own parents and almost cared about nobody except himself. One day Pundalik met a saint who initiated him into the path of Bhakti Yoga. Pundalik began his spiritual practices, but he was unable to change himself. He went back to his guru and asked for further instruction. Guru told him that he should serve his parents and assured him that in serving his parents wholeheartedly with complete unconditional love and surrender, he would attain eternal peace. Pundalik was now married and still ill-treating his parents. To escape from this misery, his parents decided to go on a pilgrimage to Kashi. When Pundalik and his wife learned about it, they decided to join them for the pilgrimage. Pundalik was treating his parents horribly during the pilgrimage, making them work like servants. Soon the party reached the ashram of the great sage Kukut Swami. They decided to spend a couple of nights there. They all were tired and soon fell asleep except Pundalik, who could not sleep. Just before daybreak, he saw a group of beautiful young women dressed in very dirty clothes enter the ashram, clean the floor, fetch water, and wash the Swami's clothes. Then they entered the inner room of the ashram and came out beautifully cleaned, and passing near Pundalik, they vanished. Next night, Pundalik saw the same sight again and asked them who they were. They said that they were the holy Ganga, Yamuna, and other holy rivers of India in which the pilgrims bathe and wash off sins. Their clothes became dirty by the sins of bathing pilgrims. They also mentioned that because Pundalik was ill-treating his parents, he was the greatest sinner. This brought a complete change in him and he became the most devoted son. Now everybody knows the divine love story of Lord Krishna and Sri Radha. When Sri Radha left her body and passed away, Sri Krishna longed to see her again. By his divine powers, he brought her back to life and seated her by his side. Just then his queen, Sri Rukmini, entered the room. When Radha did not rise to pay her respect, Rukmini left Dwarka in anger and hid herself in Dandirvan forest, where Pundalik's parents lived. After some days, Lord Krishna set off in search of Sri Rukmini. Sri Krishna entered Dandirvan forest alone in search of her. At last he found her and managed to calm her. Sri Krishna and Sri Rukmini came to Pundalik's ashram after that. But Pundalik was busy attending to his parents. Though he knew that Lord Krishna had come to see him, he refused to pay his respect to the god before his duty towards his parents. He threw a brick outside for Lord Krishna to stand upon. Impressed by Pundalik's devotion to his parents, Lord Krishna did not mind the delay. Standing on the brick, he waited for Pundalik. When Pundalik came out and begged God's pardon, Lord Krishna replied that far from being displeased, he was pleased with his love for his parents so much, and Sri Krishna ordered him to worship Vittoba, or God who stood upon a brick. Pandharpur is revered pilgrimage destination now with plenty of temples.
This was such an emotional visit because when we went inside, I really did not expect that we could go inside and we could touch Vittal Dev and Rukmini Ma's feet. But because mom has some knee issues, we got the opportunity. Just suddenly, when we gave up that we cannot go inside and we won't be able to see God because it's very crowded. A lot of devotees come here. That's when suddenly the security guard was like, okay, you can go from here. And then we went and it was just, we saw God, we touched his feet and received his blessings.